Is there a common theme? I mean, you know, we hear the theme albums, but I mean, is there a common thread with these 15 songs?
You know, there really isn't. We've got a song that she wrote that's real traditional. And
yeah.
we got a song that I co-wrote with a friend of mine that's really country rock,
yeah.
more of the rock than country.
Sure,
so
sure.
Then we got everything in the middle,
right?
That, you know, just kind of fits the whole gamut. So
yeah.
and there's 15 songs. There's 2 ballads. I mean, everything
right.
is there's 13 up tempos
wow.
or
wow.
12 up tempos and 1 kind of mid. And
yeah.
So I mean, it's a really good. You know, make you want to put your foot to the ground and just
yeah.
drive. So
yeah.
a lot of good summertime songs on there. So
no kidding, and this is about the time we're
yeah.
ready for it. And when you have that, you have a combination of that. Obviously, that influence, the traditional stuff, but you know what the audience. I mean, the audience is loving all of that. They're loving all the above.
Absolutely.
That's got to be a lot of fun because it offers diversity in the live show.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, first and foremost, as artists, and we've learned this the hard way, you have to stay true to who you are.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
type of music that you sing the best,
right.
and love the best.
Yeah.
Because when I'm up there entertaining people, if I'm not being myself, they're going to know that. And it's
yeah.
not going to come across right.
Yeah.
So for us, we just try to stay true to who we are and what we
yeah.
love.
Yeah.
And hopefully the people, you know, they embrace that and love what we do and who we are.
Yeah.
So.
And, you know, and the cool thing when we cut this record is we drew from all genres and all
right.
things that, you know, like there was a song when we decided to write called Those Were the Days.
Yeah.
I mean, I brought the idea and I played Elaine and Steve a Chris Daughtry song. And I
yeah.
said, this is what I'm really feeling.
Yeah.
This song,
yeah.
this direction.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I can listen to just about, you know, 90% of what's on the radio.
Right, right.
Any genre.
Yeah.
So when we got in there and we wrote, it was great where we are with the format right now to be able to say, well, we can't really go there melodically because it's too traditional or it's too rock or
right.
it's too. I mean, it's such a wide gamut
yeah.
that we were
right.
able to kind of open up a little bit and go, okay,
yeah.
let's just test these waters and see if it works.
Right,
and,
right.
And for us, I think this record is the most we've spread our wings, so to speak.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think it's the best stuff we've done
yeah,
in
yeah.
our life, I think.
And I think that's it. The audience knows when it's genuine, and I don't think what the sound is like or maybe what genre it fits is so important as if it's heartfelt. And
Absolutely.
I know they know that. And for me, that's, as someone who loves to listen to music, I mean, everything in my iPod ranges from traditional gospel, all the way to the classic rock and everything in between.
Absolutely.
You know, and as long as it sounds genuine to me, I appreciate that. And it's kind of that connection that you make with the fans. Tell us about your live show, some of what you're working on right now, and I know you guys are busy. So what's going on stage?
Well, I mean, our live show really kind of runs the gamut. We do
yeah.
some cover stuff. We
yeah.
like to cover some of our heroes like Dolly and
yeah.
Merle and George
yeah.
and of course our new stuff that we do. All the previous albums that we've recorded, we've had 2 now. So
right.
you know, we cover a lot of those songs, and it's people are surprised when they come because they kind of get this preconceived thought of like brother sister, so it's going to be kind of Donnie Marie-ish,
right?
You know,
right.
But then when you get there and they see us, and we like to cut up and we like to rock it out with the crowd, and we
yeah.
we love, you know, just kind of feeding ourselves off
sure.
that energy.
Sure.
And a lot of people come up and they go, you know, it was totally opposite what I thought I was going to see. So
wow.
And as far as, you know, what we got going, getting ready here in April to package the album and really concentrating on that, and then we've got to go down to Key West. You know, it's really tough to go to Key West for 5 days.
Oh boy, somebody's got to do it. You know, you got to make those sacrifices.
I tell you,
this is earning your place in the music industry.
It's paying the dues. It's not a bad due to pay, but yeah, we got to go to Key West for 5 days, and at the BMI Songwriters Festival, they've asked us to go down and perform. So, going to do that, and then in May we've got some touring up into Illinois, and of course launching a new album. There'll be a lot of press we've got to do. And then launching a new single, there'll be a ton of radio this summer.
Tour.
Yeah.
You know,
oh,
CMA
absolutely.
Fest is coming up, which is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
so.
and that's always cool. These festivals, but you know that songwriters convention. I mean, that's got to be amongst these peers. You know, on every level. That's got to be pretty exciting too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, we're going to be sitting next to Steve Dean, which is really cool because he's going to be on the run with us. But you know, the guy's had 6 #1 songs and
Yeah.
many other songs that we all know and sing.
Sure.
And you go, how did I get hooked up with this guy?
Yeah.
Like, how did he, you know? It is really cool.
Yeah, and like you were saying with all your peers, I mean, last year we were doing we did a round there, and I kind of looked over, and there's Liz Rose, who's coming off her, 5th
Yeah,
#1
with
with
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift and all the other stuff, and she comes up after, and really appreciated what we did, and so it's really cool to walk around and see Jeffrey Steele and Craig Wiseman and all these guys out there that you sang their songs on the radio for forever.
Yeah.
So
just
really
amazing. Cool. And when you get amongst these songwriters, I mean, you realize that this collection, it originally had 17 songs, and you're thinking of those 2 songs that aren't on your collection, but do fit somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You wrote them for a reason. They're heartfelt. It's heartfelt material. So where does it happen from there as a songwriter, and how does that relate during a convention and a gathering like that?
Well, I think for us what happens is, I feel that I feel like I'm a songwriter first. I feel like that's where it really all begins, and it's really, it's where you kind of open yourself up and you tell a story that affected you, or a story that somebody told you, and you put it to music.
Yeah.
And I think that in the case of these 2 songs, we'll just finish them up, and then let the publishers take them, and hopefully, a lot of people were singing Good Directions and didn't realize that, that Luke Bryant had co-written that, and so,
exactly.
I mean, it's it would be great. That's one of my goals. I mean, I have a lot of goals.
Sure.
But one of my goals is one day to turn on the radio and hear another artist performing a song that we've written. Because I think it would be it would kind of be a cool feather in the cap. So.
That's great. Well, listen, thank you so much for being here and spending some time on the radio with us. We really look forward to any new music from the Roys, but wish you all the best out there on the road. Try not to, grimace too much when you're down there in Florida. It's just realize it's part of the job. Just grin and bear it. And then thank you for being here with the drivers at the Mid-American Trucking Show.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
The Roys. All right.